Rabbitohs Radio Podcast, the number one source for everything South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Welcome to another edition of Rabbitohs Radio. My name is Grant Chappell. I'm joined by Big Les from Big Les's Rugby League Podcast. What's doing, Les?
Not much, mate. Good little way to promote the new studio, by the way.
Good setup. Comfortable.
Cheeky little setup. We're going to add some stands and some stuff here as well, so I'll make it look all nice and schmick. But yeah, it's looking good.
I like the bar in the background over there, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to party there.
Exactly.
Stage. Really good setup, mate.
Real good setup. Super keen. And yeah, 21s as well. Playing some good footy.
Yeah, your team. Tell us a bit about that. Undefeated.
Yeah, so undefeated at the moment. Just a bunch of goers. We all just fucking try hard. Had a real good season. Had a few guys come in and out throughout the year. We had Charlie Poynton in our team for about one game there.
He's going good in flag.
Yeah,
probably
he's gone too good in flag. We can't take him back.
You won't get him back.
We're not getting him back. But we're going really well.
Who are some of the players that have got rep quality about them in your team? System there.
Yeah, I mean, we got some real good front rowers. Zeke and Jez carving up at the moment. Those guys have gone really well. I mean, you put me on the spot a little bit here. Just a real good team. Yeah, real good team. Bunch of goers. We're just fighting hard for each other.
It's a big competition. You just about got everyone in the Parramatta teams and Northern Beaches. So it's
exactly.
Big competition.
Bit of trouble, but we've been lucky with a few home games as well. We've got a home game for the final this week. So
we've got the LEZ jet. You got a jet. You fly to the games.
Mate, it's too close for that. It's about a 10-minute walk.
So that's the Southeastern Seagulls. Now they play. They're obviously a South Juniors team, but they play in a combined Sydney competition. But we've got grand final week coming up. I think it's the 30th of August at Redfern Oval. Hopefully you guys are there and play there on that day. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But obviously the A grade and A reserves have got some games this weekend, some semi-finals. So I'm looking forward to them. I think Mascot are pretty confident they're going to have a win. The Wombats have popped up and got all their players back. Laperoux is probably the favourites here in the A grade. They've got some really good young players. Looking forward to that. We'll have some updates on that next week. But I was down at the captain's run today, Les, and some big news there. Went to the press conference, and the master coach, Wayne Bennett, dropped a bit of a bombshell there. Latrell Mitchell pinched a nerve in his back in the game last week. I didn't notice anything there, but obviously when you cool down and see the light of day, it's pretty ordinary. But looks like he'll be back next week. Yeah,
it's a tough one, eh? I mean, the impact that he had against the Titans last week, we'll probably get to it in a second. It's huge to lose him. You've obviously got to be the malice. What the team list is going to look like?
Yeah, it looks like Bailey Bentley-Harper will go left centre, and then you're going to have Ty Munro, the young talent, out in the right wing. So, look, there's some good replacements there, but you don't – Bailey Bentley-Harper, you don't know Latrell Mitchell, but he'll give you everything he's got. You've seen his goal kicking was pretty strong last week.
Yeah.
He kicked some pretty dead-eye dick straight. He hasn't got the fades in and out, so I like the look of that. And Cody Walker, big inclusion on the bench. He's looked pretty good this week in the two sessions I've seen. But he will start from the bench, and I don't think I've ever seen him start from the bench, Cody Walker. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. I guess the way our season's gone, you might lose your halves in the first 10 minutes. You never know.
Exactly, mate. And I think it's interesting as well because you've obviously got Wardy there. You've also got Dodd, and Dodd seems to be on the outer at the moment. So Cody Walker, he comes in. Does he go to halfback or does he go to 6? What do you reckon?
Well, I'm not sure how they want to play it. Humphries will be in the halves with Wardy, obviously.
That's Humphries, sorry.
So I'm not sure how they're going to play that one. Obviously, Wardy's the last one on the bus, I guess, in the last few weeks. He's the last start. Smaller guy. Maybe they bring Cody in for him. Yeah,
you'd think so. Wardy, unfortunately, just because of his size, he's been caught out a few times defensively. So... but I'll tell you what, his effort.
But he has a go. Even that try,
he
let I think Fermor, I guess you'd say, trampled him kind of thing. But he made him hit the deck. If that was 15, 20 out, he probably doesn't score there. Yeah, because he fell down. He just slid over and slammed the ball down. But
100%.
Yeah, I like what he brings, but I like the way he can play direct and he straightens things up and he likes to create for his outside men, and that's what you want.
And we know that Wayne loves to throw Humphries at 13 as well. So depending on what he wants to do there, if he wants to throw Humphries into a bit of a roaming 13 sort of role.
And he's got the body and the physique to do that. And look, you can never have enough middle players. I mean, we've got Jai Arrow, we've got Saliva Havili, we've got Brandon Smith off the bench. We've got a lot of similar players, even Liam LeBlanc. But
I just love the kicking game though, and especially with the TRELL out, I think that you've got to have Humphries at 7. You just got to keep him there for the kicking game.
Long kicking game, raking kicking game. You know, Wardy hasn't got a good kicking game, but I wouldn't say it was as consistent as Humphrey. So you might be right there. Maybe Wardy does come out and TRELL comes in. But again, we'll have to let that one play out. Now, obviously, we've just talked about two players coming in, Ty Munro and CODY Walker, and only TRELL out. So if we jump and have a look at our bench there, I don't know who makes way for him. Is it Liam LeBlanc or Thomas Fletcher or Shaq? You wouldn't think Brandon Smith's coming out because he was a real impact player last week.
You'd think it. Well, I mean, you said that Shaq was training really well. This week.
He looked pretty good on Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'm hoping Thomas Fletcher stays in and LeBlanc, but I mean, 5 doesn't go into 4. I'm no mathematician, but 5 doesn't go into 4, mate.
I mean, I wish it would. I don't know. It's a super tough one. I mean, Shaq's the one that's just recently come in. These other boys have been grinding hard the past few weeks. I mean,
and he's really been patient, Shaq. I know he was injured to start the year, but geez, he's been carrying that New South Wales Cup team, just his experience. And I think even talking to Hazen Mellor's mum, she was saying that she's so happy. Charmaine, shout out to you. She's so happy to have someone like Shaq Mitchell mentoring a young bloke and stuff like that. Like, he's a real mature head on him. Like that older guy, 20-odd first-grade games, doesn't win, doesn't complain. You can play the north-south front row game. You can play the tip-on game. Mate, I'm telling you, he could jump in and play in the halves. No worries. He's that skillful. Anyway, I'm hoping Shaq's in there, but look, I mean, we'll leave that one up to the master coach, Wayne.
Yeah.
On the other side of things, I'm hearing there could be some change in this Parramatta lineup. I think Dean Hawkins comes out, which I'm spewing for Dean because Footy Dean's a legend. He's been. What have you made of his form this year? Hasn't he been
He's been good. He's been good.
Good addition to the Eels, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think as well, like similar to Ilias, when he came in for South, I think it's sort of bright light sort of thing. So you got these two demanding guys, TRELL and CODY, who want the ball in the big moments all the time, right? And I think that any halfback sort of going into that environment, it's going to be quite hard, right?
Yeah.
To sort of come in and try and take charge of this team and demand the footy over guys like Latrell and like CODY. And you know your dummy half. You know who your dummy half's going to pick if you got two guys calling for the ball. He's probably going to go with CODY or TRELL.
Well, we've seen Moses attack Talon
Silver
the other day.
Yeah, unless you're Mitchell Moses.
He copped everything, including the kitchen sink the other day. But anyway,
I think that Hawko's been good though, going to that Parramatta team. You've got a lot of young guys in there as well who haven't got that status to sort of demand the footy. And particularly when Moses was out, he was doing really well. His kicking game was really good. He was carrying the team around really well. And I think with Moses coming back in, he sort of lost a little bit of that confidence because, again, you've got a guy like Moses who has his current stature in the game. He demands the footy in the big moments. And Hawko really hasn't been able to sort of come in and have that impact similar to what he did when Moses was out.
He's played a real steady sort of game.
He has played super steady. I think he's complimented Moses well. Like, he's just chimed in when he's been needed. It is going to be a shame.
Well, he's been Batman's Robin, so to speak.
He has.
Supporting role.
It will be a shame, but they've got Joash there, who's just an absolute freak. And if Ayong is coming back, then someone's got to make way. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be Hawkeye.
And he's pretty accomplished in the halves too. So I think he comes in at 6. So look at this back line for athletes. Ayongi, who's been showing us what he can do. He looks like a player of the future. Lomax dominated Origin games. Penasini.
Yeah.
Been outstanding for a couple of years. He can motor. Dylan Brown, the $13 million man.
Yeah.
Josh Adokar, Phil Gould labelled him the fastest man in the world. I don't know about that, Gus, but and then you got Mitchell Moses, a supreme athlete. So look, we got our work cut out, but sometimes, too many cooks spoil the broth. Like, they got too many athletes in this back line.
Yeah, well,
Have they got enough footy brains in this back line?
That's the argument to keep Hawko in, right?
Yeah.
He's just a real steady ship. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get a consistent 7.5 to 8 out of 10 from him most weeks.
Good kicking game.
Kicks well, can take a bit of pressure off Moses. That's the thing that I think he's sort of missed, and I think that's the thing that's going to pull him out of this side because in regards to taking that pressure off Moses, you look at the stats week to week, Hawko with Moses back in the side, generally only has around 25 to 30 kicking metres per game. I'd want to be having Hawko taking a lot more pressure off Mitch Moses week to week, so Mitch can focus on his running game and other aspects of his game that make him such a threat. But I think that, with a guy like Josh Papali'i coming in, you're sort of getting a similar output. He's probably only going to go kick short range. He's going to focus on his running game.
A run first 6.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Dean's kicking game is far superior to Joash Papali'i. No offense to Joash, but
if that's the style they want to go for.
I still think he's a number 7 too, Dino. Like, I want him controlling things. And look, I'm hearing he's field office from over in England, the UK. So who knows, mate? what he's put on tape this year, there'd be a lot of people knock on the door for Dean Hawkins, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Champion bloke too.
Yep.
Yeah, look, they're gonna be no easy boots. You know, even if you look at their bench, Talon De Silva, the talent of him hasn't quite worked there yet. I'm sure he will. Dylan Walker, we know what he can do. Matty Dory and Kelma Tuolangi, who I called a couple of weeks ago at Kellyville, he's still got a bit of footy left in him too. Kelma Tuolangi.
Dory's been outstanding over the past few weeks. His impact off the bench has been huge for them.
Bulldogs come from the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Got squeezed out there. Same as Joash Papali'i. Shout out to his dad Pele. He was a cameraman for me the other day at Kellyville. So he's had a fair bit to do with the dogs over the years, and they've got a great big family. There's 8 or 9 of them, the Papali'is.
Yeah.
Might be a few more yet to come. Mate, we've covered Parramatta, we've covered the Rabbitohs, a few changes that might happen. I might just get to that Titans game because we haven't. It was a long time between drinks. I mean, it was May the last time we had a win. How'd you see that one, mate? You must have had a smile on your face after we finally got that one.
100%. So good to see AJ go over twice as well and just get even closer to that record. That's going to be insane when he breaks that too. But just in regards to our performance as a team, like just tough, grinded it out.
Yep.
The Titans threw pretty much everything they had at us as well, attacking wise, and our defense on our goal line was pretty good for the most part.
Didn't we scramble well?
Yeah,
they
real
sort
good
of all
scramble.
over at stages, but we're just hanging on, working for each other inside out. And
big defensive plays from Latrell as well. That tap on Jaden Campbell as well for him to drop the ball when he was grounding it.
Huge.
Kepi I thought was good. His first stint. I thought Tallis Duncan was great in the back row again. Jizer, I think he played close to 80, didn't he? He was an animal. You've just got so many competitors in this side. Brandon Smith, an instant impact coming back from injury. Just really sped up the ruck.
Back when he gets out of dummy half of that bullocking running style.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen him up close, but the thighs and the hamstrings on him, he's such a big, thick dude.
He's a thick dog.
I mean, honestly, some of the injury tolls we've had this year, you got to put him straight in number 8. You know what I mean? He's that big and powerful and built low to the ground. The role he's going to play.
Yeah.
But they might decide to leave Peter Mamazoulis out there and bring him in as a forward role.
Yeah.
Maybe rotate in there because I did like when he did get out of dummy half and have a run. Then you had Pete sort of up his arse, so to speak, scooping and running.
I like having the option.
Good.
Yeah, I like having the option there
because I don't think our 8s and 10s can really dominate the middle, and our wingers haven't been able to really bend the line back like some of the other powerful outside backs in the competition. Look, he gives you a lot of options. A guy like Brandon Smith, and also poor old Hubner. He hurt himself last week, copped a head knock. I think he got a maybe pinched nerve in his neck or he done his shoulder. I saw him at train. He was in the plain clothes. No, wasn't on the field at all.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a shame. A couple of other little takes from the captain's run. Ravalawa couldn't be too far away. He was doing some fitness tests with Cam Murray and Jack Whiten. Cam Murray looks in the shape of his career. I've never seen him look so big, fit, and muscly.
Oh God, that's
crazy. He looks unbelievable.
Can't say that about Cam Murray. He's always looking good.
Yeah, but I don't know if I've ever seen him looking this good.
Okay.
He's been.
Might have to pop down to captain's run next week.
I don't know if he's been skipping leg days, but he certainly hasn't been skipping arm days. He's looking. He's the Warwick Farms.
Hubner's giving him tips.
Man, maybe. What about the record? You just touched on that before. How would you like to see, not South Sydney, I mean the game, celebrate this record? Because it's quite unique. It's been going for 60-odd years. Not that we want to copy what the AFL does or did, but could we – I don't think they're going to encourage people to jump on the field and stop the game.
I heard that there was a memo sent out to all the members saying that
there was,
that to not storm the field.
Yeah, and they're talking about, and I understand that stadium's got 3 or 4 games this weekend. They've got a women's game, 3 NRL games. They called off the A reserves. That's going to go to.
So is it only for this week?
Well, maybe ANZ Stadium might feel differently about it because we've been on the field there a couple of times in the last few years. It doesn't seem to scuff up the field. What they might do is say the NRL should come out in the front foot and say, look, if he breaks the record, we'll make sure we're there. We'll have a presentation ready. So post-match, then the fans could come on the field. We could have a presentation, maybe get the NRL boss to come and present him a special football or a trophy or whatever, something to commemorate it.
Well, they've got staff
get
there,
out on the front foot, NRL, and do something. So this is something that we have not seen in our game before. A record stand for this long. The ultimate goal in rugby league is to score a try. This is what the game's all about. Get on the front foot and do something like that, a presentation, post-match, get everyone on the field, make the fans feel part of it, whether it's at this weekend. Probably unlikely, but you never know the way if Cody Walker comes in. But I think the St George game, it could be a possibility if he jags 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You're going to have TRELL sounds like he's back, Cam Murray's back. St George been pretty tough the last few weeks, but they certainly have problems on their edges.
I'd love for him to wait till we versus the Roosters.
Oh, the Roosters game.
That would be huge. Oh, that would be so good. I'd love it to be.
I picked that about 3 or 4 months ago. That could be it.
You know what? Like, it'd be great if it was like we're level, like a few minutes left, and he scores the winning try to win the game.
And knocks them out of the 8.
Yeah, and knocks them out of the 8. That would be all time. That'd be the best.
I would, mate. And geez, they're playing well. The Roosters. I don't want to give them any sort of rap, but they score tries that no one else can score. Just when they're on, but let's hopefully they're off that day. Lewis Dobb, what do you made? I was at the press conference last week. Wayne finally came out and said a few little details. Look, we've let him. He's free to negotiate elsewhere. It might not be his form. It could be his ability. I quote from Wayne. So he's obviously not going to be in their plans next year. Yep. What have you made of it?
I mean, I think it's a real. It's really unfortunate how it's been handled from the board, really, that signed him before Wayne got there. To sign a guy that's untested and unproven in NRL football on that much, I think it's a huge risk to take. But, from outside looking in, it looks like it was done without Wayne's blessing as well.
Yeah, but the contract has been speculation. There's never been anything from South. My mail is on 500. Which is still a big amount of money.
It's still a huge amount of money.
And I'm thinking maybe there's something in these clauses year 2 and 3. Why would they come out all of a sudden? I think they give him every opportunity to see what he's got, and they just don't. I think his contact's his problem. He doesn't like the contact, whether he's got the ball or he doesn't. And that's part of the NRL. That's the first thing you should be looking for if you're a talent scout.
Yeah.
So maybe they're thinking they can get him out of it somehow next year, pay a bit of his money, get him back to England. I don't know if an NRL club's going to grab him, but
do you reckon?
I feel sorry for him because he's done nothing wrong. He's sat over there. They've approached him. They've signed him. And I'm sure South had every intention of getting him to where he got to be, but it just didn't work out.
If you're South, are you contacting the Titans and saying, hey, guys, you need a halfback? I'll give you Lewis Dodd. Can we take Dave Fifita off your hands?
Well, I think that's going to be factored in. There's a lot of talk about Dave Fifita, but we don't really have the salary cap to grab someone like that. But maybe the
extra $500K on top.
Yeah, or maybe the Titans take him on. We take a bit of Dave Fifita and have to tip a bit in or something. I don't know how the finer details will work, but yeah, that would work out well. Or does he go back to England? And that frees up a bit of money for South to grab Dave Fifita.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how it works. It's definitely on the cards.
Well, Dave Fifita's just had his second surgery yesterday too on his ankle.
Okay.
So it still would be a big risk to take, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm still 50. I'd love Dave Fifita.
I can't remember the last good game he's had. Like, honestly, when was the last time he really dominated an NRL game? It's been a while.
I think he's been playing hurt a bit.
That's why I don't think Souths are going to tip more than $350.
If we're going to buy Dave Fifita at his best, I'd do it. But if we're going to buy Dave Fifita of what we've currently seen this season, and if he's still playing hurt, I just don't know if it's worth it.
I like him as an explosive bench player coming on and changing the momentum or putting on a big play or knocking someone over and whatnot. But
I'll tell you what I do like, mate. I like the other Ruben signing that's apparently happened already.
Well, yeah, Adam Elliott. I reckon he's pretty close to signing on. Partner Millie Boyles is a Roosters NRLW player. She's about to give birth in the next couple of weeks. So
she wouldn't be happy.
And who knows? Maybe you could get her to jump on the Rabbitohs when we get a team in 228 or 220. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I think they have to have a team eventually, South, or they'll be fined by the NRL. So who knows? You might get the 2-for-1 deal. And I think he brings 170 odd games. The one thing about him, he's aggressive. He runs hard. He tackles hard.
Yeah.
He's not going to tackle himself, Adam Elliott. I don't mind that signing. He's a veteran presence in amongst all these young guys like Yellow Blancs and Max McCarthy. Max McCarthy looked good out there today. Another guy, a young guy who's probably been forgotten. He was a huge off-season signing from Cronulla. They were filthy. We grabbed him.
Yeah.
A real Boyd Cordner style back rower, hard worker. You need someone like Adam Elliott to show them the way. I don't mind that signing. Obviously, it's not going to break the bank because I don't think we got a lot there.
Where do you play him?
I You got Ewan Aiken still there and all that, don't you? So, mate, I don't know how he fits in, but as this season has shown you, you cannot have enough forwards in your team.
Yeah.
We're at one stage, we couldn't even field the 18th man the other week. We were struggling, but
Yeah. It's going to be super interesting. I think there's a spot for him in the middle, but I certainly don't think there's a spot guaranteed for him when he gets here.
no way he's going to have to work his way into this squad. And there's a lot of competition. You got, Garlic coming in. He's going to certainly put his
Bronson.
hand up.
Yeah.
He'll be trying his guts out at training. Whoever he's up against, he'll try and outwork him.
I'd love him
Impress
in the
the
back
coach.
row, to be honest, Bronson. I think he's just built for it.
Oh, he's just a workhorse.
I'd love to see him on an edge.
Look, I know there's been a lot of doom and gloom this year, and I think we've actually done well on the field results-wise, considering what we've gone through, injury, suspensions, whatnot. We didn't have that third-tier depth this year, and I don't think a lot of teams do, really, but we certainly got exposed for it. But I think we've done really well, and if you bring in, say Wayne wasn't coaching us and it was Craig Bellamy, do you think he's won more than 6 or 7 games? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Not really.
Yeah.
You only, you only can play with what you got,
Yeah.
the cattle we've got, and the class of player we've had out. It's not like we've had our injuries to our third and fourth tier depth or our backups. They've been our starters. At one stage, we had 13 out of our top 17 out. But that's mental.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Should we wait? So, obviously, back on the day for feeder chat, should we potentially wait and see if we can snag Tino?
Well, I think we have got a bit of room to move in 2027.
Yeah.
We'd be mad not to. And the other thing is a manager would be mad not to bring someone like Southsea, a big player, creates a lot of interest just to drive his price up at Perth. I think he's going to, because the recruitment manager at Perth is a Titans man. He's been there the last 7 or 8 years. So that's why Dave Fafita and Tino are probably on the radar. He's probably got a good relationship with those two.
Yeah.
He sees them as marquee signings. And wouldn't it be great for the Perth Bears to announce Tino Fasuama'alawi as their first signing?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a great thing for the new franchise, or even a Fafita or something like that?
But I think he's exactly what we need too.
Oh, yeah.
We need an alpha.
Everyone needs him.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone needs him, but we need an alpha in the middle.
And it'd be good for all those young guys we've got coming through, your Atatas and your Elijah Keungs, and even it's Anthony Cabri. I really like the look of him.
Yeah.
Anthony Maylangi,
Tim
another middle forward.
Johansson, we've had in our squad too.
Tim Johansson's really workhorse. He's done really well. I'm hoping that he hangs around for a training trial next year. Look, we've got Johannes Logan. He looks the goods. Big angry prop. Maddox Philby gets an opportunity this weekend. Look, we've got a lot of middle forwards. They're just not quite ready yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, look, it's going to be great, I think, in the next few years once we get to bring a few of those guys through, especially Atata. I've loved him and what he's been able to do in the lower grades as well. So keen to see what our side looks like in the next few years.
Yeah, and it looks like they've made way for Ravalawa. I think he was only on a 1-year deal anyway from the Dragons alone. The Dragons will probably be happy to let him go over to England. The big man,
Tigers, it sounds like.
Geez, he had a good game against the Panthers that day where we knocked him off.
Yeah.
Just really a big, tough guy. But again, had the hamstring injury, I think, was it? The Roosters game, he had the hamstring injury. And
yeah, he's been smashed.
Then he came back from that and he tore a pec or something. So he's had a tough year. Yeah. Poor Ravalawa, a real good character. But we got young guys coming up. Jacob Fong looks like a good prospect in there. In the flag and the ball. He's been scoring some tries. Dane Jennings, the big strapping young centre. I was talking to one of the coaches today from there and they're saying he's carving up the under-21s boys.
Yeah.
So we end up, he's had a lot of schoolboy commitments. So he's going to get his first opportunity this week in the centres. He's an exciting young outside back prospect.
Yep.
To fill the void of guys like your Ravalawas and stuff like that moving on. But yep, I think, look, everything's looking up there over the next couple of years. Just don't have a lot of money to do that big splash signing at the moment. But 2027, don't rule anything out.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be. I'm keen to see what the side looks like then.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I've been on the committee of the Waterside Workers Foundation charity for the last couple of years. Any long-time viewers and listeners out there know we've been doing a few charity boxing events at the South Juniors and New Zealand and in Hawaii. We're looking to do one next year with the Hawaiians, quite a big event. And we've got a sportsman's lunch coming up to raise some money to help out with that. Plus, we're going to also give some money to the PCYC Eastern Suburbs. They do a great job down there, training kids boxing, fitness, and teaching about just general health and stuff. People are young kids that are real battlers and stuff like that. Then they take them off to school. So raising money for them and the Benevolent Society. Everyone knows who they are. We've got some guest speakers: Les Bundy Davidson, David Cement Gillespie, Tugger Coleman, the great South Sydney Rabbitoh, Blocker Roach, Harry Garside, Adam Hieronymus is going to provide a bit of some boxing inside info, and the great Matt Nable. His brother was a proud Maritime Union member. $130 a ticket, the 5th of September at South Juniors Maroubra. We'll have it all. Just have a look at all our socials. We're going to have a QR code there you can scan and buy tickets on the day. There's going to be some great prizes too. Looks like we might have a box at the MCG. You can watch any AFL game you want next year. There's going to be a game day experience with the Rabbitohs next year. Jump in, be a part of Wayne Bennett's pre-match speech, be around the players. Look, great prizes coming up.
So keen, mate. That sounds really good.
Yeah, for sure. You got anything else for us, Big Les, mate? How's things going, mate, with the Big Les's Rugby League podcast, mate?
Yeah, it's been going good, mate. Starting to sort of build it up a little bit, especially with this. Over the next few weeks, we can get some more YouTube videos out there and stuff like that. So plenty of great content to come. And final against the Wombats this week. Hopefully we can get over them and go straight to a GF.
I reckon you'll beat the Wombats. They're scared of you blokes, I think.
100%, mate. 100%.
So go to South Eastern Seagulls on behalf of Les there.
That's it, mate.
Yeah, well, good luck to everyone in their semi-finals over this weekend and in all the junior competitions around New South Wales and Queensland. And that might be about it for another edition of Rabbitohs Radio Podcast. Up the mighty Rabbitohs.
Up the bunnies.